Oh, hey everybody! Hey. Today is a great day. Hi everybody, my name is Cliff Withers and I welcome you to another episode of Music News with Cliff Withers. I'm your host, Cliff Withers. Now, how about we get into some music news? Yeah, let's do it! So, at the top of our news tonight, we're going to start off good, and then we're going to slide into a little bit of negativity. You know, because who would I be if I didn't talk about the negative? So, first off, we've got Ariana Grande and her new album, Sweetener. So prior to the release of this album, Sweetener, she released 3 singles. First one was No Tears Left to Cry. Second one was The Light Is Coming, featuring Nicki Minaj, a fellow trending artist at the moment. And also, God Is a Woman. A lot of people have criticisms about Ariana Grande. One of the main ones is how youthful she looks. And, you know, it's funny because she released an album called Dangerous Woman, and she doesn't look like a woman. She looks like she's in the 5th grade. Another big reason for people disliking Ariana Grande is the way she sings. You know, like, even when you're listening to her on the radio, even when you're not looking at her sing, you can still tell she's singing with a lot of jaw movement. It's like, but aside from all of that, I would say that the Sweetener album is definitely worth a listen. You know, it makes you happy when you listen to it. You know, even if you don't like her sound or the way she sings, genuinely, I think you'll get happy by listening to her album. Now it's time for us to segue back into a negative trending topic or trending person, someone who we discussed last week as well, Miss Nicki Minaj. Disclaimer, guys, you're gonna have to keep up with me because there's a lot going on with this woman here. Since she released her album, she's been in the news for a lot of things, primarily not because of her album. Well, shall we go down the list? I think we shall. So, Nicki Minaj has been beefing with Safari, DJ Self, Cardi B, and now, as of today, I think, Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner. And the reason is pretty outlandish. Basically, Nicki Minaj wanted the #1 spot for her album Queen, and she did not get it, and she got #2 behind Travis Scott's album Astroworld, and started blaming Travis, Kylie, and their daughter Stormi for it. She blamed a child, ladies and gentlemen. Can you say drugs? So even though Nicki Minaj seems a bit off and crazy these days, one thing we can all agree on is that she's pretty damn good at making music. One of my favorite songs she's released recently off of her album is Barbie Dreams. On this song, she's naming a lot of her fellow rappers and, you know, playfully and skillfully writing them into these lines about her, and it's pretty dope. And she even inspired me to make my own little version of the song, so here it goes! Now, disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen, Cliff Withers is not a rapper. I'm not a musician, I don't do anything, but I will tell you this, I do have a great sense of humor, and I learn things pretty quickly, so I'm trying this thing out. I hope you guys like it!
Dice is on the beat.
Yo! Okay. This is Cliff Withers, by the way. Yeah! Let's do this from the news, boys. Yeah. Okay. So many talented people on IG. They're such an inspiration to people like me. Talent was a light, it shines so brightly. I'm just paying homage, okay, don't mind me. First, let's talk about Ruth Bennett. She's such a great singer, I have to give her credit. Her face is so greasy and that's no joke. And every time I see her, all I say is stay Warwick. Next on the list is Chadwick Linwood. Believe me when I tell you that he can sing good. I don't have to ask, I know that you'll agree that his hair looks like a gothic palm tree. Next up is my boy Adam Sear. And if you ask me, he's Comedian of the Year. He hasn't blown up, and I think I know why, cause everything he does sounds like that other guy, Kevin Hart. Dreams are blocking all of these Instagrammers. I'm just saying, dreams are blocking all of these Instagrammers. I'm just saying, I'm just playing. Dreams are blocking all of these Instagrammers. I'm just saying, dreams are blocking all of these Instagrammers. I'm just saying, guys, I'm just playing. Okay? Yes, that was my Barbie Dreams freestyle. I call it a Cliff Withers freestyle, you know. Shout out to the 3 people I mentioned. Y'all are dope. Don't hate me. That's going to do it for this week's Music News Show. I'm your host, Cliff Withers, and I thank you so much for spending a portion of your Monday night with us. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you didn't, well, I don't really care. Screw you!